What's going on, guys? Welcome on into 2K with the Popboy. It's Jay, and I'm here today to bring you guys a little 2K19 news slash explanation slash demonstration, I don't know. But the point is, 2K19, it's right around the corner, guys. It's coming up. I'm getting so fucking jacked for this right now. I mean, I could hardly sit still right now, for real. It's becoming a problem for me. But anyway, one of the things that came out that caught my eye is that 2K is basically going to be taking a dribble move away from us in 2K19. Well, actually, they'll be taking it away from some of us. I might call it the fake hop jumper. Okay, so it's this move. You're going to step back, hop back, like you're gonna shoot a step back J, and then you just keep your dribble and explode out of it. You'd love to be able to have the threat of stepping back and shooting it, but to be able to keep your dribble and be able to explode by him if the defender charges up to contest that shot. So here's the changes that are coming to 2K19 with this move, alright? If you're a tier 3 ball handler, you'll still be able to do this move just fine. So it's not affecting the top level ball handlers. Now the flip side, if you're a tier 1 ball handler, you're not going to be able to do this move at all. You're basically going to stumble around like a uncoordinated, goofy motherfucker. You'll just be trying desperately to regain control of the ball and not let the defender get it. It's going to happen every single time. So tier 3 good, tier 1 out. Now here's where it gets interesting. If you're in the middle, if you're in tier 2, you're still going to be able to do this move, but it's not going to be as good. So it's just going to make it slower and not as effective. Okay, how much worse will it be? That remains to be seen. Okay, I'm definitely going to want to test exactly how much the tier 2s are affected by this change. Hey, how often can they still execute a decent version of the move? What are the chances of it going wrong? Can it still be an effective move? Is it even still worth doing the move if you're in that category? These are all questions that need to be answered, and that's what I'm going to be testing for. But here's the problem with this, y'all, and you could let me know how you feel about this in the comments. I really think if they continue to go in this direction, I'm not sure if any of us are really going to like what my career is going to turn out to look like. Okay, so it's one thing to do the archetypes and put the rating caps on there, but when they take it even further and start restricting the animations you can even equip with your player, I honestly don't think they want to take that too far. I could argue they've already taken it too far. I mean, last year, you had to have a ridiculously good ball handler to even unlock most of the rhythm dribbles, and it really didn't make much sense, and I think it took away a lot of the fun for a lot of players when they realized they weren't going to be able to unlock those. So this is my problem with it, guys, when they just take away access to moves that you really should be able to do with that player. I mean, a lot of these here should not require like Kyrie level handles just to have access to them. I mean, I understand you don't want like a 280-pound slow-ass center to be busting out crazy dribble moves, but my God. I mean, look at these. These are not super advanced moves, and neither really is the fake hop jumper. I mean, that's something that the majority of players should have the ability to do. Plenty of players in the NBA who don't have the best handles, who aren't the quickest out on the floor, but they time up the move well, their strategy is on point, and they're still able to effectively use this move. So if we crack open 2K19 and only the elite ball handlers in the game are able to do a move like this, that's going to be really, really bad. And just unrealistic, and it's going to take away some of that fun factor for some of the players. What if you're a tier 2 ball handler, you have a huge mismatch, you're much quicker and faster and better than the guy guarding you, and he's giving you a lot of space or whatever, or you're in an advantageous position, and you can get him with other moves and be pretty quick and pretty good, but you try to bust out this move, suddenly he just becomes unrealistically slow and uncoordinated, and you can't have success with it even when you're in a pretty perfect situation. I really hope this doesn't happen, but once they start drawing all these lines in the sand, I fear that a bunch of players who should be able to do dribble moves are going to have them locked, or like what I fear might happen with this move, they'll have the move still quote-unquote available, but it'll become worthless to so many players who should be able to do the move. I mean, we'll have a better idea as we go, but I just think it's a bad sign when we hear things like such and such players will never, ever, 0% of the time be able to do X, Y, and Z, or have access to X, Y, and Z, or 100% of the time, no matter what, such and such players will have this specific thing happen every time they try to do X, Y, and Z. I mean, I would much rather hear things like such and such players will have to be more careful if they're doing X, Y, and Z. You'll want to make sure you don't have a very good defender if you're trying to do X, Y, and Z. You want to make sure that you have a little extra space if you're going to try to pull this off if you're this type of player next year. You know, you'll have a higher probability of it going wrong. Or certain players will have to be much more strategic or much smarter with how they try to do X, Y, and Z. Make sure you're in the perfect situation if you're going to try this, if you're this type of player, because all these things just raise the probability that this certain thing will happen if you try to do it, if you're this type of player. You know, whatever. I would much rather hear things like that are much more nuanced and much more realistic, much more like actual NBA basketball. I just think all these absolutes that they keep making are going to keep piling up. It already feels like they are, and eventually we're going to be in a place that none of us want to be. But we'll find out more when 2K19 comes out, and I hope to see all you guys there. I mean, right when it comes out, I'm straight to the lab. I don't even know when I'm going to come up for air, but I'm going to be testing all kinds of shit, and I'm going to be uploading more and more so we can try to make 2K19 the best it can be. Alright guys, so that's the plan. And of course, don't forget to leave a like down below. I appreciate you guys. Just going to help the channel grow. Hopefully I can just keep doing more and more to help make a better 2K for us in the future. But I'm going to take off for now. Okay, I'll see you guys back here next time.